Yes, people. Welcome back to another stream on the channel. We are live and we are live for the press conference of Anthony Joshua taking on Jake Bloody Paul. I actually cannot believe in 2025 I'm about to watch another press conference between these two. It's actually mad. Um, Like, I actually can't believe this is a thing in it. Big up to everybody in the chat, though. Crawford retiring. I know, man. I know. It's sad, isn't it? It's sad, but he's the greatest of all time, in my opinion, when it comes to boxers. And, yeah. Chat, by the way, I am going to pin my second channel. We are going to be doing more content on there. Let me pin it. Bear with me. Let me pin this for you. So yeah, we are going to be doing daily content on there. Let me pin message. Bosh. Let's try and run up to that on 50 subscribers as soon as we can. Big up to React. Big up, lad. Prediction. I've sat and thought about it. Like, what's my actual prediction regarding the fight? I think Jake Paul's going to get stopped. Look, I think it's going to be he's very... See, the thing is, it goes two ways. Either Jake Paul's team throws in the towel, or ultimately, he just gets one shot, bang. I can't believe this fight is still happening. Facts. I hope Joshua knocks him out with a devastating knockout. Yeah, Joshua either saves boxing or boxing is dead forever. Reacts to fight touchline. Why fight touchline? Boxer. Yeah. But yeah, if he loses, man, yo, bro, what? But yeah, if he loses, I don't know what, man. People know I'm a big Joshua fan in it. And, like, if he loses to fucking Jake Paul, bro, do you know how bad that is? If he loses to Jake Paul. Losing to Jake bloody flipping Paul. That's losing. Right, I'm going to put this simple in terms for people that don't really know boxing, yeah? Losing to Jake Paul in a boxing match, right? Anthony Joshua is basically like, we'll say Barcelona, right? Jake Paul is basically Accrington Stanley in a Champions League final. That's literally what it is. That's literally what it is, So yeah. Let me 1 second, chat. Yeah, let's run up these likes, chat. Bless up to everybody in the building, though. Let's try and aim for. I reckon we can aim for 20 likes. I think that's definitely possible. 8 like target away. The undercard looks good. I agree. Yeah, we are going to be doing a full watch along. When's it starting? What, the fight or the press conference? Let me know. Fight or the press conference? Because right now we've got the press conference on, but it's just said coming up next. Both. So the actual fight is on at about 4 a.m. UK, and the 4 a.m. UK time, and then the actual press conference should be on any minute. But yeah, chat. If you are new, make sure you're please make sure you're subscribed. We're now on the road to 3K. We're halfway to 5,000 subscribers. Joshua dropped Ngannou with a jab. Exactly. Bro, this shouldn't even be happening. That's why it's happening in Miami. Because the government bodies in even most states in America wouldn't serve this. Even in England, this would get no chance in England. If you tried to put this on in, let's say, New York, Las Vegas, LA, no chance. this fight gets made. The government bodies just simply would not allow it. That's why it's getting made in my. What happened there? But yeah. 1 second. This should be Joshua with a huge image if somehow lost. What do you mean, bro? What do you mean by? What do you mean by that? This should be a Joshua win, surely. Imagine. Oh, sorry. If he loses. Yeah. I mean, look. Like I said, it's like Accrington Stanley beating Barcelona in a Champions League final. It shouldn't happen. Like, it just simply shouldn't happen. Not one bit. And if it happens, Anthony Joshua has to retire from boxing. Has to retire, bro. If he loses to Jake fucking Paul, bro has to retire. Like, there's no, oh yeah, let's still try and do the Tyson Fury fight. Oh, let's still try and do this. No, you've got, your career is in the bin. In the damn bin. You have to retire. Ain't no way you can even remotely, like, make an excuse. If it happens, his legacy will be forever dented. I don't think his legacy will be fully dented because I'm never one of these people where you can legacies can be dented. Once you've submitted and done something incredible, it's forever there. But yeah, a lot of people will remember Joshua for a lot of his time. Yeah, he may have been the 2-time world champion. Yeah, he may have been an Olympic gold medalist. But he also lost to fucking Jake Paul. bro, that's what a lot of people will remember him by. Bro, even my mum, yeah. Bro, obviously I won't remember him right now, yeah, because she was obviously in bed, innit? But even my mum would tell you, this shouldn't be happening. And my mum only watches, when I say they're big fights, they're big fights. Like, I don't know if she's actually watching this. She probably won't, to be fair. Even my mum probably thinks it's embarrassing. But she's watched like the Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilders over the years, the Usyk, Fury fights, etc. Obviously, she's not like me, where I would say I'm a hardcore boxing fan, where I watch all of it. But yeah, this shouldn't be happening, man. If I will be like Ronaldo failing to score a goal in the Saturday Sunday League. Yeah, it shouldn't be happening, my guy. Only thing that stops this from being staged is Eddie Hearn wants Joshua champion again. Yeah, I mean, this won't happen. I can't. Eddie Hearn wouldn't even allow. Even if Joshua got paid stupid amounts to stage this, Eddie Hearn won't allow it. Eddie Hearn's ego is as big as a fucking elephant. Yeah, right? When it comes to his ego, he would not allow that. Not a chance. You know? So I can't see it. Right. The press conference appears to be starting. We're now seeing somewhat of a trailer intro. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. This is how we do it. But yeah, big up to everybody, man. We are gonna be doing a watch on. We're gonna be live for the full card as well. You think he beats Fury? What? Anthony Joshua? Joshua sleeps Tyson Fury. I've said it for. I need this fight to happen just so I can be right. Like Styles make fights. A lot of people just think, yeah, because Tyson Fury is number one, that means he automatically wins. Boxing doesn't work like that. It's not. It's not like football. Like Paris Saint-Germain, for example, they're the best team in Europe. Okay, they should beat, let's say, if they faced Brighton, yeah? But that you can't just translate that to boxing, like, oh yeah, Tyson Fury should beat so and so. Stars make fights, they just do. Big up to Dan, lad. Right, chat, let's get this. Let me get my AirPods in because I don't want to get obviously done for for copyright in it. I don't wanna get done for copyright. We nearly had it in 2022. I know, man. We've been so close to that fight, like literally so many times. I do think it happens next year. The Ring magazine did tweet out that they've basically reached ultimately a deal. So I'm confident the fight happens. It's just obviously when it happens next year, and I hope it happens at Wembley. Because if it happens at Wembley, I'll go. But yeah. Why does my AirPods keep connecting to my fucking MacBook? It's doing my head in. Hold on. Let me connect it to my phone so then I can connect it to my monitor. AirPods. Apple AirPods. iPhone 14 Pro. Right. Why is that still not connecting? Oh my god, this is shit. Ah, fucking hell. I'm literally. I don't know what. Does anyone know how to work? Oh, this is jarring. Big up, Curtis. Villa gave PSG the hardest game in the Champions League last year. Yeah. You could say Liverpool took them the closest because obviously, we did technically beat them on penalties. Right, let me disconnect and see if it works like this. Because it's so annoying when it does this. Right, bless up to everybody in the building though. Smash the likes. Off topic, but Lewis Hamilton drop off in F1 is sad to see. Yeah, I'm not even an F1 fan, and it's quite sad. But I don't think it's. This is why I don't like F1. Red Jaden, because it's very political. In the sense of. No, it's very political because they don't all have the same cars. They don't all have the same cars, do they? So that's why I'm not. I've kind of gone off it. Oh yeah, he's definitely doing that, isn't he? Big up. But yeah, that's why I'm not really a fan of F1 anymore. It's kind of why I've kind of gone off F1. I'm not as much as a fan as I used to be, But yeah, chat. We will be doing a watch along, and we're going to be live for the weigh-ins tomorrow. Make sure, please, make sure you're clicking the link to the second channel. The second channel now is what you may ask is going to be on there. It's going to be a variety of content. Basically anything other than football. So boxing. You're going to get IRL vlogs where I might go live and I might just do like a morning walk. And I might just chat with the chat, for example. Do you know what I mean? Will you be doing the weigh-in? Yes, I will be doing the weigh-in tomorrow. Because basically I want to transfer everybody over to that channel because I'm going to start doing proper content on there. Daz, what a good big up, Daz. F1 has been dominated by Red Bull and McLaren in the last 5 years. It can be very boring at times how one side of the races are. Exactly. Do you know? Like, Mercedes have literally just fallen off a cliff. Like, they are, like, in the gutter. Who you got winning the fight? Anthony Joshua by an absolute country mile. If Anthony Joshua loses, man, I don't know, man. Bro. Thoughts on Lawrence Okoli's comments about Jake Paul sparring? I did see that. Look, I won't read too much into it because Lawrence Okoli's probably been paid a bit of a check to sell the fight. Now, I'm not saying Lawrence Okoli's chatting bollocks. I'm not saying he isn't, but the thing is, I think the thing is here, don't be surprised if he's just gassing it up, to help sell the fight. Because if an actual proper heavyweight like Lawrence Okoli comes out and says, "Yo, Jake Paul's good in sparring," everyone's gonna be like, "Oh my god, Jake Paul's got a chance." Do you know what I mean? Sparring isn't fighting. Yeah, exactly. Like, bro, Dylan White, for a prime example, beat it up Tyson Fury loads of times in sparring. Yeah, but what happened in the actual fight? He got knocked out cold. Do you know what I mean? So sparring to fighting is very different. Right, what's happening is now in the press conference, because I would love to share it, but I don't want to get done for copyright because it's all Netflix and all that. What's happening right now is all the fighters are literally just like coming out, like getting into their seats. Yeah, this press conference could be a long one because there's there's actually a lot of fighters. Then you got to do the face to face, the interviews. So we might be live a bit, you know. And yeah, this could be like one of those ones where we're live to like 1:30. Look at his body language when he was asked. Okoli defo twisting the truth. Yeah, look, I think Lawrence Okoli. Do you remember? Do you guys remember when Anthony Joshua was managed by Lawrence Okoli? Here comes. Is that Charlene Dubois? Caroline Dubois, sorry. Yeah, she's in a seat. That's Daniel Dubois' sister. That. Everyone's dressed up for this fucking press conference, aren't they? Jesus, everyone's wearing dresses. It's like, are we all going on a night out afterwards? Yeah, what club are we going to after this? Everyone's fancy. It's like fancy dress out here. I know press conference, you're not going to turn up into your fucking outfit, but normally you just turn up in a pair of jeans and a top. Everyone's wearing dresses, jackets. Yeah, Dubois' sister is on the undercard. Yeah, I like the Dubois family. I don't mind them. Catalan, what's your thoughts on the current person walking to a seat? Joshua picking up 100 mil check this week and easiest night of his life. Exactly. That's literally Anthony Joshua. This I'm closer to Jake Paul than Jake Paul is to Anthony Joshua. So I should have more of a chance of beating Jake Paul than Jake Paul should have a chance of beating Anthony Joshua. And people will laugh at that. I've done boxing for years. I had loads of sparring and stuff like that. Like I've been part of boxing for a long time. So I'm not saying I would beat Jake Paul for Christ's sakes, but like I would have a better like I should be closer to Jake Paul than Jake Paul is Anthony Joshua. Jake Paul's not even a heavyweight. See, that's the saddest thing about it. Jake Paul's, fucking hell, Jesus. Everyone is proper coming out in these fancy outfits. Bloody hell. Everyone's all going to the club after this, I'm telling you. 18 likes. Let's try and smash the likes up to 20 people if you haven't already done so. And bless up to a couple of people that have subscribed to the second channel as well. Try and get that to 50 subs, maybe before the end of the year. That would really, we shouldn't even be watching this. I agree. This fight shouldn't be happening. You're right, Dan. Sorry, Michael, mate. No, sorry. But yeah, I'm sure we all will. Oh yeah, we're all gonna watch it. Like we'll all criticize it, but we'll all be up at 3:00 in the morning. Obviously, I don't know where everyone lives in the world, but obviously I'm from the UK, so like I will be up there at 3:00 watching this fight. That's why I can't criticize it too much because I'm going to watch it. Do you know what I mean? It's like criticizing food and then eating food. I'm sure we all will. We do wrestling on the other channel as well. See, I'm not really a wrestling fan, if I'm honest, mate. See, that's the thing. I wouldn't say I'm a wrestling fan. I've done boxing from 8 to 13. I can do boxing quite well, so I ain't doing much since lockdown. I used to. Yeah, man, come on. I saw Tony Billy saying once said, Once a jab connects, he'll think, "Oh shit, what have I done?" Yeah, 100%. Joshua should be able to knock him out with a jab. Joshua should be able to just knock him out by looking at him. If I was getting in the ring with Anthony Joshua, let's say if I was fighting Joshua on Friday night, let's just pretend, yeah, and I step through the ropes, right before the first bell, and let's say Joshua's not even throwing a punch, I'm already knocked out in the ring. I'll watch the highlights. Fears, big up to you, 2 months anyway, my bro. Boxing at one point was my favorite sport. I know, man. Politics, referees, the big fights that obviously we want to see, just not happening is obviously massively affected that, isn't it? Who is this? Tyron Woodley. Tyron bloody Woodley. He's fighting Anderson Silva, isn't he? You see, I used to like Tyron Woodley in the UFC. Yeah, he's got Anderson Silva. I think that could be an actual decent fight. I mean, the height advantage is quite mad. Anderson Silva's like 6'2". This brother's like 5'9". Like, well, how is this even happening? Do you know? But yeah, bless up to everybody though. Bless up. But yeah, bless up to everybody, man. Should be a good show. But yeah, chat. By the way, do you know we've hit 2,500? So bless up to everybody who has helped me get to 2.5K. We're so close to 5, halfway there now. I'll be honest. I've sat and thought about goals within YouTube in terms of the numbers. I ain't asked about views. I ain't asked about that because I know more people will watch me for Liverpool content than for this. I know on the watch along, a lot of people will tune in. But I ain't asked. Like, I've already had over 200 people tune into the stream. Do you know what I mean? I ain't asked about clicks and stuff like that. I've always said, do you know what? If I can get to 10K subs on YouTube, I'll be happy, man. Because then I feel like if I get to 10K, that's when I can say, you know what? Wow. Because I think 10K on YouTube is an equivalent to probably about 1 million. I'll say 750,000 followers on TikTok. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, bless up to everybody though. Catch up with some of your comments. Jake is a great example of how far delusion can take you. I give Jake Paul massive credit though, because Jake Paul should be getting credit for this. Like, what Jake Paul is doing on Friday night is fucking crazy. As much as we all think he's a clown, he's an idiot, he's done very well. You have to think of all the accomplishments Jake Paul has done. So we call him deluded, but if you look at his achievements, look, fucking hell, she's coming in like a proper. It's like she's going to like a wedding or something. Bro, everyone's dressing up like they're going out. Like I get it's a press conference, but do you know what I mean? Clip. Right, I think now they're going to be introducing everyone to the ring. I think. Yeah, they're now not to the ring. Sorry, Anthony Joshua is now going to be walking to his seat. Come on, Anthony, bro, you gotta fucking do this. You better flipping knock this silly tit out. Come on, Anthony, lad. People know this. I am a big Anthony Joshua fan, by the way. I won't lie. Let me catch up some of your comments. Jake is a great example, yes, but credit to Jake. Ariel, I like you when it comes to combat sports, but my God, when it comes to introducing people, you ain't Michael Buffer, are you, G? But yeah, bless up to everybody though. But credit to Jake at the same time. Yep. How do you think Wilder versus Usyk goes? Usyk stops him within 3 rounds. Anything above 1K is great. Work. Anything more is a bonus. Yeah. For me, I've always said 10K is the goal. I hope some people realize nothing can be done about this if Joshua literally gives him brain. Bro, we've seen it happen before, though. People say, oh, no, this won't happen. We've seen it happen. We'll all remember a certain fight when Chris Eubank Sr., do you know? This shouldn't be happening. Bro, do you know that Jake Paul's in the top 15 on the WBA rankings? So he can technically actually fight for a world title. That's fucking stupid. Usyk, Scholes, Wilder. Bro, yeah, facts. Not even Prime Wilder gets close. Cannon, that's a scary thing, and hope that fighters come out healthy 100%. I wouldn't mind being delusional if I'm getting paid all this money, so fair play to Jake from that perspective, 100%. The thing is, I don't think it's even for sale, chat. He believes it. That's the thing. This brother actually believes he will win. Facts. Obviously, I give... Right, the press conference is fully underway. Everyone's in their seats. They're starting with Anthony Joshua. They just got an AirPod in, for fuck's sakes, again. Come on, Anthony. Ariel's basically just asking him about how he feels and stuff like that. I mean, Anthony's just going to do the whole PR thing and be like, yeah, it's just a part of the business. He knows he's going to fuck up Jake Paul. I wish he would say it, though, because I think it would look a lot more... Big up Jordan, bro. Bless up to everybody, man. 1 like away from 20, so if you haven't already hit the like. Oh, yeah, Joshua can knock him out within 30 seconds. Facts. Tommy Fury runs boxing. Do you think Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul was fixed? I don't think it was fixed. However, in that last round, I think Jake Paul took it very much easily on him. How do you think Wilder versus Ngannou? I'd fancy that. I won't mind it. I think... I think Deontay Wilder would win. Now I think it's a lot more competitive. Facts. Oh, Jake Paul thinks he's going to get him in the corner, mate. Shut up, you fucking div. I'm going to get AJ in the corner and I'm going to, I'll start unloading punches on him. Bloody Jesus. Oh, God. Oh, God. This is what we're hearing. %. Even Anthony knows he could seriously hurt Jake Paul that bad and he could be leaving the ring very bad. Jake Paul wants to go with him, yeah? Fair enough. Fair play. He's got balls, paws, but he's still a tit. Big up Flicks. Hope you well, my bro. Catalan facts. Yeah, chat. This shouldn't be happening, should it? What's even the betting odds? You know? But yeah, bless up though. Rock and roll. Man, I can't wait for this. There's actually some really good undercard fights. I think Jake Paul would do well if he made it to the third round. I think if Jake Paul makes a round, he's done well. If Jake Paul does a round, he's done fantastic. Question for Anthony. Moses Soma, yeah, 100%. Moses Soma, bro. He's got a tough fight against Jermaine Franklin, but all being, I think he gets through it. I can't lie, QT mods. I kind of want it to. I kind of. He's talking about Ngannou right now, saying how he thought Ngannou won, etc. Because round one he might get a bit lucky, but if he does, it's multiple rounds and fair play. Yeah, if he goes 3 rounds and he's won, even if he gets absolutely sent to the fucking, canvas. I think though, chat, I don't know if we will see a devastating knockout because I won't be surprised if his team have fucking hotel towels. They've got like a bag full of towels and they just get a bag full of towels and just fucking yank it all into the ring to save Jake Paul. Because the referee will know this is a mismatch. Everyone knows it is. As much as Jake Paul wants to say, "Oh no, this is going to be competitive," if Jake Paul loses and gets splattered in a round, I am intrigued to see if he retires and just quits. Look, if he loses, in my opinion, go and rematch Tommy Fury. Or maybe fight KSI. If they care about the sport of boxing, they want you to win. Why would people want you to fucking win, you absolute fucking div? Man said, if people want me to win. Man said, raw affairs. Anderson Silva, come on, G. He's 50 years old, chap, by the way. 50! Bro's having a fight at 50. Go on, Anderson, bro. If he had if Anderson was younger, or fought Jake Paul when he fought Tyrone, Anderson would have beaten him. Because round one, thing is, AJ's basically finished at the top level, so why would he just do money fights for Eddie's kids? No. I mean, I think with Anthony, mate, I still think he can become world champion. Why? I like to watch that, though. I would have, but not now, in my opinion. I think Joshua either needs to go and try and win a world title or retire. I think it's sloppy stoppage agreed. It won't be Ngannou lights out. It can be Ngannou lights out. The only way this can be Ngannou lights out is basically I would say the only way it can be the referee can't do it if Joshua literally lands a left hook and the referee can't do it. Because if Joshua lands a shot, they can't do anything about it. Tyron Woodley's now speaking. The fight is a disgrace for Bance. Imagine Jake. Bro, I don't want it, man. People. Listen, I'm a Joshua fan, man. I can't have that. KSI versus Jake 2026. Look, if he loses, just go and fight Jake Paul. Jake Paul, KSI, get it on. Fuck it. If I'm being truly honest. But no, bro, I do not want it to happen, man. I can't have that happening, man. Bro, imagine. But yeah, I can't believe Crawford. I'm good about it. Although I'm happy as well. We might as well see. Man said I show speed, you know. Jake Paul still thinks he's going to become world champion. Fucking Jesus. In cruiserweight. Brother, you couldn't even become world champion against a lightweight if there's an exhibition. Forget. Oh, this dude. KSI versus Kai Cenat. ISO Speed will definitely get one of these fights in the future. Oh yeah, you can tell ISO Speed will get something stupid in it. If Jay gets badly hurt, what should happen to YouTube boxing? %. I don't think it will be over though, because I don't think Misfits etc. will stop. But in terms of crossover, yeah. Anthony knows this is fucking entertainment. It's a good chance to redeem himself and get a win in America, man. Because obviously, only one fight in America and he lost. Man said good ring entrance. Good ring entrance, come on. The fight is going to show why there are weight classes limits for a reason. It's also going to show that stuff like this should never fucking happen. Oh, shut up, mate. He's going to prove that he's better than you. He's going to send you to the fucking canvas. And then send on Christmas Day, you won't be eating fucking turkey in that, mate. You could be eating fucking wood. Bro, this is... Anthony knows exactly what this is. He's playing with him. AJ's chain is quite nice, actually. I can't lie. I actually can't believe these two are fighting. Bruv, I can't actually believe we're going to see these two fight on Friday bloody night in 2 days. Bro, what? What? Friday night. Big up to you. Welcome to 2025. I know. This is what the world has come to. Facts. I actually can't believe we're going to see these two fight. It's fucking mad, isn't it? It's mad that we're actually getting this as a fight. Bro, what? He's going to get real tomorrow, innit, when we see the press conference, the weigh-in. And Anthony's got a weight limit, by the way, which Jake Paul's probably an idiot for that, because Joshua's actually better when he's coming in lighter as opposed to heavier. That is 26 coming for. Bro, man says he's coming for that fight, We are getting this before Bro, I know we're getting GTA 6. Bro, chat. Anthony Joshua was world champion 10 years ago. Jake Paul was doing that flipping Team 10 videos every day, bro. It's a Disney Channel, bro, and all that crap, yeah? Do you think AJ beats someone like a Fabio Wardley? If he comes in with a calculated game plan, yes. Because Anthony Joshua can comfortably outbox him. Why would Anthony have an issue with the ring size? Doesn't matter if it's the fucking size of a field. This brother would out fucking run him anyway. Big up to Gareth A. Davis, he's there tonight. Jake Paul's given his prediction, thinking he's going to be slick and all this. Fucking Jesus. Mate, you're going to be slick as a fucking snail, mate. Well, mine's talking about how he got knocked out, right? But no, do I think he beats Fabio? Yeah, £245. Joshua solid, yeah, man. We are getting GTA 6 in 2072 at this rate, yeah, man. He outboxed Parker easily back in his heyday. Yeah, exactly, man. Obviously, £300 Ruiz and rematch, yeah. Joshua beats Fabio Wardley, yes. If he comes in mentally okay and physically okay, he beats Fabio. I think Anthony Joshua can beat anybody in the heavyweight division, barring Alexander Usyk. Because I think he could have beat Dubois. He hurt Dubois. I think he would have knocked out Dubois if Dubois didn't land the uppercut on him. Do you know? And I think he beats Tyson. Only predictions that matter the Simpsons, you know. J. Paul looks slow and massless versus Mike Tyson. Bro, he also looked slow against Chavez Jr. God, you can tell these lot are all on the payroll. They're all saying, yeah, Jake's got a chance. Bruv, you'll see come 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock UK time. Fucking shut them all up, Anthony, man. Fuck me. Fabio beats AJ in 5 rounds. I hope not. I still want to see Joshua try and become a 3-time. Fury at his best scores AJ, but in his best is long gone. I won't say Prime Anthony Joshua beats everybody in my opinion, barring Usyk. Even Fraser Clark was given Wardley work. Yes! Facts. Michael, what was the fight where Fraser Clark got absolutely done in? Was it Wardley? Was it Wardley where in the second fight where his cheeks sunk in? Bro, half of his cheeks there literally went into the head. Was it Fabio Wardley Clark? How long would Jake Paul last against a 25-year-old Mike Tyson in his prime? 20 seconds max. And Clark isn't that good. Yeah, he lost a couple of weeks ago. Prime Mike Tyson is prime was an alien. Facts. Prime Mike. Joshua's out giving free drinks. The fuck's going on here? Wardley 2. Yes. The second fight won it. It was in Saudi, won it? I think that was on the undercard of Beterbiev Bivol. Chat, what would you say has been your favourite fight to watch this year? Me, Beterbiev Bivol 2. Beterbiev Bivol 2, man, was a flipping warfest. Oh. I would love to see a trilogy, but I want to see David Benavidez versus Bivol. Second fight was done in like 4 rounds, yeah. Mike Tyson didn't care about your safety. He was there to take your head off. That's the mentality you got to have in boxing. Yeah. Bro, his cheeks literally sunk in. Chat, let me show you a picture of it. Like, it was fucking nasty. Fabio Wardley KO over Clark. Let me show you the image of this brother's cheek. Bro was boomed. Let me share my screen, yeah? Look at this. Bro, his cheeks went in. He had a dint in his head. Bro, look. Like, it was actually nasty, the knockout. It was. I love boxing. Yeah, I love my boxing. I forever will do. Have done since I was a kid, yeah? But for me, that knockout was horrible to look at. Bro couldn't get up. It was, oh no, it was horrible, man. Canelo Crawford. Oh yeah, Crawford Canelo is up there, isn't it? I didn't think it was as close as everyone made out. They just chant some of the undercard fighters. I'm on rock and roll. Big up everybody in the building, though. Smash a like, subscribe if you haven't already done so. We are literally we're on that road to 2.6k now. I think we're like 95 people away already. Every division a bit stinky though. Actually, we had some good cards this year. We've had some fantastic cards. Benavidez, Anthony Yard a couple of weeks ago. The Ring 4 card was very good. Do you know the worst card this year for me? It was at one of they did in Times Square. That was shit. Caroline Dubois talking now. Sense was speaking about boxing. RIP to Ricky Hatton. Yeah, rest in peace, man. It's been a sad year, man. And you think of how many. I can't. Tell me if I'm wrong. It's been years since we've had a load of big names pass away this year. So many, man. Rest in peace. All the, the fallen soldiers, man. Lucky enough for me, I've never, people in my family that have passed away. Look, I was quite young. Not to try and make this all depressing, by the way, but looking at me, I was quite young, so I've actually never been to a funeral, so I never understand what it's been like, or understand what it's like a first Christmas without somebody. Do you know what I mean? Look after your family and friends, man, and look. Heavyweight division, yeah. So many people have that, bro. Mad amount. Yeah, that fight is going to be sick. That Caroline Dubois. And it's I can't believe she signed with MPB. My granddad and dog died on my first day of secondary school. Sorry to hear that, bro. Condolences to your my condolences to you, my friend. I don't know what I'm gonna do. When I don't want to think about it with my granddad. Do you know what I mean? I lost a lot of people in the last 3 years. Yeah, condolences to you, my friend. Life's very short. That's why I always say to people, man, do what you want to do in life. If you enjoy something, fucking do it. Like, for example, yeah, people said to me, why are you doing YouTube? I'm doing it because I want to. And for me, my main priority is getting my uni degree. I'm going far with my education. My YouTube has always been a hobby to me, and that's why I enjoy it so much. This guy's asking him about Ruiz 1. Like, shut up, man. We don't need to be reminded. Ruiz Joshua's that's 7 years next year. Back in June in 2019. Bro, I'll never forget watching that. Bro, mad. There was many, many years ago, but it still hurts to this day. Of course, man. You just gotta use your family. Rah, bro. Do you think Anthony Yard could have done better with a better trainer? The thing is, Mike, I only gave Anthony Yard 4 rounds. David Benavidez was always going to close the ring on him. He was always going to keep the pressure on him. Do you know? The fuck is Jake Paul doing? What the fuck? What the chat? Did you see that from Jake Paul? What was he doing, bruv? Bro had a fit. Bro had a fit. Now Jake Paul's just acting stupid now. Look at him. Bro's now screaming and fucking him up. Anthony's basically said if he loses, he's not going to retire. Anthony, bro, you can't say Jake Paul lost in the same sentence, though, my guy. You can't, bro. You can't be saying that. Well, no shit. If Jake Paul was to somehow beat Anthony Joshua, it would be the biggest upset at anything. Yeah. Facts. Yeah, just keep doing the YouTube thing without the pressure. Exactly, man. That's why I don't feel pressure with it. Like, I'm loving the grind. Building my platform because I do it for fun. I don't do it. Don't get me wrong. Do I earn money from doing YouTube? Yes. I've earned some decent amounts over the time I've done it, especially in the summer. But the thing is, I do it with no pressure because that's not because I don't rank YouTube as my priority, but my education and stuff is more of a priority to me. J Paul's still being delusional. I was 12 now. I'm 19, turning 20 in June. Bro, I'm only 1 year older than you. When we see a young man that big into the sport as screwed us on the great, so big up. Facts, man. Appreciate the kind words, my friend. Listen, I take after my granddad, innit? Ever since I was 10 years old, I've always been very heavily focused. Hence why I did very well in my GCSEs in my college, and I'm doing very well now at uni, do you know? I graduate in a year and a half, so graduate, then I'm going to do my master's, and then I'm going to use my master's and my degree to go into the industry that I want to go into, and just do YouTube on the side. Everything I do with YouTube is a bonus. I've got one goal, and that's to reach 10,000 subscribers. So, and I know I'm going to get there because, do you know what I mean? I've got the mentality. Jake thinks he's Conor McGregor, yeah. They should that's a fight I actually wouldn't mind watching. Jake Paul, Conor McGregor. I think the build up would be immense. Jesus, I'm 31 with 5 kids. Right, man said he's 31 with 5 kids. Bless up. Inshallah, one day I'll be a kid. A kid. Inshallah, one day I'll be a dad, but not yet for me. I've always said I want kids. Probably around. I've won about 30, so probably in about 10 years. The fuck's going on with this guy's mic? His mic's not even working. I'm planning to become a father when I'm turning 25 or so, 5-6 years time. Yeah, building a football team, brother. Honestly, I think we are in the Matrix. How the hell is Jake Paul, bro? It's mad, isn't it, bro? It's fucking. It's actually, bro. It shouldn't be happening, but funny enough, it fucking is. Jake Paul, Anthony bloody Joshua. What? Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua, is happening. Brah. It is mad. Once you become a father, your outlook on everything soon changes. I know, man. You can't even do this fight and place on the Xbox, isn't it? Yes, my baby's 20. I feel old. What? You're telling me you've got a son the same age as me? What? QT Mods, I always thought you was like my age. Bruv, what? Bless up to QT Mods, by the way. This brother, listen, big up everybody in the chat right now. There's so many people that will tune in for my football content and stuff, yeah? But the people in the chat, QT Mods, bro, has supported me since day. Bless up to him, man. I am a daughter. I'm 41. What? What? Man said, I'm in fucking shock. I am old too, 45. What is going on? Chat, I thought was all at the same age. Bruh. Because I was going to say, yo, chat, like, I was literally going to say, yo, what's everyone doing for Christmas? Everyone's broke up from, like, school, uni and that. I broke up from uni for the holidays, so obviously you guys will know if you've got kids then. Yeah? You know, I broke up from uni for the holidays, right? For Christmas last week. I was gonna say like, yo, what's everyone doing then? They've all broke up from education. What the fuck? You are very young for a dad. My dad is 54. My parents, well, my mum is 48. I don't work till afternoon, so I'm staying up to watch some of the cricket. Fair play, my bro. 19 and 20 is close enough. Yeah. Anyway, you hang out with Uncle Rod, so you can't talk, mate. Listen, you gotta help. You gotta support the elders, innit, bro? You're like an old soul footy, which is so rare for young people nowadays. What do you mean by that? What do you mean? I actually can't believe this is fucking madness. Smash the likes. Bless up to everybody. We will be doing the watch along this weekend. And my god, it's gonna be, yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be a fucking madness, isn't it? For God's sake, now I got a flipping YouTube ad. Let me catch up with the chart. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, your personality is like 29. You've a lot of people say that. I think the thing is, because I'm one of the youngest in the family, though. Because I'm one of the youngest in my actual family. When you look at my uncles, etc. So that's and plus I've always hung out with like older people. You think that, but honestly, when I'm like down one pub with my mates, like I'm like a normal, just regular, 20-year-old boy. Do you know what I mean? We can all drink at least 100, man. Yeah, you are correct there. Yeah, you are. You are right there, my friend. Oh, they're still chatting about Listen Gungana or something. That belt's beautiful, by the way. That belt is fucking beautiful. You speak well, thank you, man. Some young people act like assholes. I've never too far away from corruption. The youngest in my family is my 17. Oldest is my granddad. He's 84. The oldest in my family is my granddad. He's 72. Is my granddad 73? 72 or 73. Because it was his 70th birthday a couple of years ago. Um, I was kicking off, man, between these two. Raw. J. Paul's jumping around like a prat. This is the USA, baby. This is the USA. Guys, who do you think will win the league? I think Arsenal. But I think if Man City go ahead, then Man City will win it. If that makes any sort of sense. AJ's on a different tier of human performance. It would be competitive. They're going around the table asking predictions. Someone's already said Jake Paul. Jesus. Just be honest, man. We get it. You're on the payroll. Man said he don't know. Bro, just give a prediction. Someone predicted a draw. People are actually predicting Jake Paul. Jesus. Oh my god. 7 people think Jake Paul's going to beat Anthony Joshua at the press conference. What on earth am I hearing? Nikisa's coming up. They're going to do some face-to-faces now. Face-offs. Right, they're showing us some trailer now. Right, we're going to see the face-offs, bruv. Don't take no notice until them people saying Jake Paul. Half of them are most valued promotions fighters, so they're going to back the A side and do the whole PR thing and say Jake Paul. And all the ones that said, oh, yeah, I don't know, they think Anthony Joshua. Bloody hell, they all got out backstage that quick, didn't they? That has to be bait. Yeah, bro. Facts, people are actually predicting it. Man City will win the league next year. Here we go. They're doing right. Keith Davis versus Marami face off. I think this would be a good scrap. Why has he got his hat tied to his? Oh my god, bro! What? What on earth? The only way Jake wins if it's fixed, but I think AJ is doing this to prove a point. Apart from the money, AJ's doing this. AJ was meant to have an 8-round fight a couple of weeks ago as a warm up. Yeah? So why not just fight Jake Paul for 20 times the money? 50, 60, 70 times the money on a big platform and probably an easier opponent than Jake Paul. Do you know what I mean? He'll then fight in February, like it's been confirmed. He'll fight in February against someone decent, and if he wins that, he'll fight Tyson Fury. And there'll be a belt on the line for that watch. 100%. But yeah. 17 people in the building. Please, please, please make sure you are hitting the like button. Make sure you are subscribing. We are literally seeing the face-to-face Joshua Wardley. I won't mind it. Everyone's all dressed up. They're all going to go on a night out after this. Anyway, have a blessed night. Have a good night footy. Big up to you, QT mods, lad. If you're tuning in for the watch along, big up to you, mate. We will be doing a watch along for it. We'll be wrapping up in the next 20 minutes anyway, because they're doing the face-to-faces now, aren't they? I can't lie, some of these are fucking fit. I'm gonna be honest, chat. Yeah, smash the likes, man. Celtic lost 4 games in a row. What? Raw. 23 likes. Bless up. Yeah, man. How's this fine being allowed to take place? Because it's in Miami, isn't it? This fight's getting taken place because it's in Miami. If this was in Las Vegas, it wouldn't get placed. New York, no chance. Brooklyn, no chance. The UK, God, no chance. Although this would have been in like Las Vegas or something. So they didn't sanction it. Oh, this fight's going to be good, you know. Anderson Silva, Tyrone Woodley. There's a bit of a height difference in overall size in this. This is a cruiserweight fight at 195. I've got Anderson winning this, the Spider. I think he wins. I do like Tyrone, but yeah. Anderson Silva's an all-time combat sports great, man. And he's 50. Unified heavyweight world titles are now on the line for. This fight is going to be sick. This co-main event. They're getting face-to-face. It looks like they're about to have a kiss. Catalan, I'm having the one on the left. You can have flipping Dubois, mate. She's actually dressed like she's gone to a wedding or something. And she's in heels, and the height difference is kind of mad still. The fuck is she doing? Why is she bending down in front of her? What? What? Right, Joshua, Jake Paul face off. Here we go. Jake Paul. I reckon Jake Paul's going to scream in his face or do something stupid here. Eddie Earn is there. Look at the height difference, man. Bro, look at this. How is this fucking happening? Bro, what? Look at this face off, bro. Jake Paul's trying to talk the smack. Jake Paul's now trying to just dance and be a prat in front of him. What on earth was happening there? She would knock you out. She probably would, lad. She probably would. I know, Jake Paul's being cringe there. The weigh-in tomorrow is going to be a madness, isn't it? Eddie Earn's there, of course he is. Nine fights on the night. We will be live for the whole lot. It's going to be like a 6-hour watch along. Thank God it's actually in America because it gives me time to like have food and get ready for the stream. Video conferences. Why are they showing Why are they showing the city? Is that the end of the press conference? I don't even know what they're doing here. They're just like showing the city and that. Yeah, that's the press conference finished. Mad. It's actually happening. This is actually happening. You know, this fight is actually happening. That weight, bro. The more I look at the face-off, the worse it gets. Like, can't believe it's actually happening, bro. This is actually happening. Chat. What on earth, bro? Who should we redirect to? Because we've only been live for an hour and a half, to be fair. It's been a good stream. Who's live that we can redirect to? Who's live? Who is live? Don't know if Sam's live. Ligana Northside, is he live? Should I raid up north? Anfield Irishman. Pretty sure he's live as well. Mike's Arkansas City TV as well. Who should we raid? Let's give a redirect to raid Sarcasm City TV. Chat, we're gonna raid Sarcasm City. They need 9 fights because the main event will only be 30 seconds. Yeah. Well, it should be maximum 30 seconds, shouldn't it? Max. Yeah, chat, we are gonna be live tomorrow. Content tomorrow. We're gonna do a Liverpool news transfer update thing. We're also going to be doing the weigh-in tomorrow as well, and then we're also Friday. I've got the press conference for on a slot. Obviously Liverpool content. Then I'm doing a show with an Arsenal fan, and then Friday night is the actual watch along. But yeah, chat. We're gonna raid up. We're gonna raid up Sarcasm City TV. Whoops. Make sure you are hitting the like button on mine and his stream. And then, yeah, say footyreactstv raid, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Take care, guys, and peace.